What up, world? It's your girl, Carmen Ye.
This your girl, Yaya Femi.
And we are back with another episode of Culture and Soul Podcast. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Hey,
How long
girlfriend,
has it been?
it's been a good 3 months.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
Since you've seen our asses.
It's been a good 3 months.
Yes, it has.
How you been? How's life been treating you?
Life has been, it's been good. It's been lots of good opportunities. Expansive.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, I feel like I am in a period of rage, of hurt.
Rage.
I'm experiencing that.
Let's talk about it.
I feel as though I've been on this, wellness journey. I've been on this, I don't even want to say that I've been always positive, love, and light. Like, that's never been me 100%, but I do speak to, just wellness and keeping a positive state of mind and things like that. But my personal life, as far as like family goes and just other things that I've been dealing with, I find that I have been triggered a lot lately. And I know that it's good for me.
Yeah.
These triggers are good for me because it's breaking me open.
Yeah, it's like certain life situations that's kind of like putting your healing to a test.
Exactly.
Yes, that's what it is. It's a test.
Yes. Exactly that. And I feel like I need it because without it, I'm just bullshitting. I'm bullshitting. I was talking about that the other day with my girl as far as we do the work, isolation, I call it boundaries, but is it really boundaries, or am I just hiding from the triggers? So it's like I'm in a space where it's like I'm looking at myself differently, where it's like, no, Carmen, you need to face these things.
You gotta face it.
You gotta face these things. It hurts. It's uncomfortable. I get angry.
Yeah.
I want to scream. I have screamed.
Yeah. Avoid it is not healing.
Yes. And I'm not going to avoid it. I'm built for this. I'm built for it for sure. But that's where I've been. That's where I've been, in like this contained, conscious place of just rage.
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling it. And it's soft. It's like PG-13 rage. It's like PG.
The PG-13 rage.
Yeah. What about you? How you been?
Girl, I've been busy.
Yeah.
Busy. Just, building my clientele at work. I've been working like almost every day. I actually took some time off. Like I took like a 5-day break
Necessary.
from everything. Came back to work nice and refreshed, had a nice reset. But no, it's been pretty good. Like I've been more career focused than anything. And sometimes it takes like that one little thing that happens and it kind of makes you want to like get rid of some distractions and all the bad seeds out your life and just focus on that. So like, I mean, I have been kind of a workaholic lately, but it's for the good. It's for my passion. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like,
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Training is my purpose. So, and my focus is right now is to like kind of move up in the corporate ladder. So that's just like my priority right now.
You working hard and it's paying off.
Yes. I
like that you said you had to get rid of some seeds because, it is spring. Last time you seen us, I think it was winter. It was winter last time they seen us, I think.
Yeah, it was December, like November, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, November.
So like you said, the purging, the detoxing, the ridding ourselves of shit, right on time, like right in season.
Yeah, like I just had to cut off like certain things. Like I actually just got out of a relationship in like the end of November, like beginning December. So like that right there, that was like the breaking point. Like, all right, it's go time. It's focus mode. So
you look great and it doesn't show.
Thank you, girl.
Okay.
Thank you.
What else? So climbing up the corporate ladder, you going for
like management position. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
You deserve that. You work really hard. For those of you who know us personally, see our pages or whatever, Yaya is also my personal trainer.
Yep.
Always there, always dedicated, always giving 100% in all the classes, pushing us beyond our limits, and a kind of villainy drill sergeant way, but with love.
I am a villain at work.
Yeah.
But like for the good.
Yeah. You deserve it though. Sense. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Growth.
You. Yeah, it's a well needed thing because like I spent my whole 20s trying to figure it out. So like I feel like I'm still figuring it out, but like it's a lot easier now because now I know what I'm doing. Yeah. So it starts to get better once you hit your 30s.
When you say you know what you're doing, what do you mean exactly you know what you're doing?
Because I now have my purpose. I feel like I'm a little more self-aware. I'm focusing more on like my accountability on things too.
Yeah,
and
that part.
Yeah, that's just it's been like a good journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Good for
for
you.
sure.
Good for you. Give me some. Good for you. What else? Exciting good news for me. I got casted to be in a film.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to be in a, what is it? Is it, I don't know what to call it. Is it a thriller? I don't know what to call it yet. I'm not gonna label it anything.
What's it called?
No Turning Back.
No Turning Back. Okay.
The producer director is Maurice Paramore. Shout out to him.
Oh, nice.
We send our condolences to Mr. Maurice Paramore. He recently lost his mother. But yeah, great learning experience.
Yeah.
Because, doing this stuff, doing the lives, doing things like that is one thing. But when you have to rehearse the lines and get into a character that is outside of yourself, and have to embody somebody else and show that emotion. It was hilarious because, you rehearse one way and then you show up and then he'll throw something new at you. So it's helping me grow as a creative all the way around.
Okay.
So that's exciting. Nice. Be on the lookout for that. Also, this is teaching me delayed gratification. Because when we go to the studio, when we shoot the show, when we do stuff like this, we get the edit and it's out in a week. This is a movie.
This is a process.
Exactly. So it's not something to boast and promote. And it's like, we'll see when we see it.
Yes.
We'll see when we see it. So I'm just planting the seeds, doing what I got to do. And I'm just grateful. Yes. I'm very grateful.
Teaching you to plant them seeds with patience.
Patience.
Yes.
Look.
With patience.
Now I got to bust out my notes because that was definitely one of the things I wanted to talk about today. The impatience of today's society, just the pressure of, and how technology, everything is instant. Everything is instant these days.
Yeah.
And I feel like us humans, we think that we can keep up with that. We think we can keep up with that. And it puts a lot of pressure, a lot of stress on our relationships with others and with ourselves because we're expecting these instant results.
Yes.
And it doesn't work like that.
Yes.
So that's something I wanted to touch on today.
Yes.
What you got for that?
Even with I deal with that now, even in the fitness world too. People want to lose 50 pounds in a month. And I'm like, there is a way. There is a way, but you're going to be a crackhead later, but we're not going to do that. Right. You know what I mean? So and social media is not a big help either. People see the success, but people don't really see the process behind it.
Yeah.
People don't see the journey at all. They just think this came to them overnight, and that's
unrealistic.
That's not the case.
It's unrealistic, and we set ourselves up for disappointment, big disappointment, paralyzing disappointment, because then it's you lose that motivation when you're comparing yourself to other people's journeys, thinking that it is instant. Yes. Everybody has a backstory.
Comparison, and comparison is the thief of joy.
Definitely so.
Yeah,
we're not competing.
We spend too much time thinking this person did this and that and they got this. What's wrong with me? No, your turn is coming.
Definitely.
Yeah, God is always on time. Always remember that
part.
God is always on time. It's just may not be the time that you but there's a timing for a reason.
Yeah.
And then you look back at it and be like, okay, I see why this had to happen first.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that hits me today a little differently. I talked about my moment of rage. Below that rage is hurt, right? And last night I was a bit emotional. My period is starting and all of that, so I'm sure that didn't help. But when we think about the comparison of, because I feel like I do a lot and I'm investing a lot and I'm putting myself out there a lot, and then when I have these moments of sadness or just, I question, why am I doing this?
Right.
So if there is anybody out there in the world that, watching viewers, people in the world, whoever comes across this content later on in life, hello. If you face those feelings of why am I doing this? Or that feeling of giving up, don't give up.
Don't.
Take a break, cry it out, bite a pillow, bite your lover if that's what you're into.
Yeah, take the time
right? But don't be so hard on yourself, because it's not
be kind to yourself.
It's not conducive to the journey.
Yeah.
It's easier to say don't do it, don't beat yourself up. Don't spend too much time there, because it's all a part of the process. Those down feelings, those feelings of why am I here? Why is this? What am I doing this for? you're doing it because it is your calling. You're doing it because it's your purpose. These are things that I tell myself.
Yeah, it's because God is qualifying you.
Exactly. And the closer you get to that breakthrough, the more you have to grow and expand. You're going to get very uncomfortable. You're going to lose people. You're going to have to shed parts of yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to have to, like I was just saying.
It's going to be a lot of setbacks too.
Yes. That is a part of the process, is the balance, check and balance. Like it's really the setbacks.
Yeah. Like success is not linear at all. It's not a straight, narrow path. It's like there's a path, but you know, you're gonna have some detours, and there's gonna be a big storm, and it's gonna be a flood here and there, and some potholes and stuff like that. Like, but the success is right there on the other side.
Yes, you got to get through it, and we're built for this. We are built for this. It all adds to the story,
right?
It all adds to the story.
Yes.
To the impatience though, to the lack of patience, and just the influence of social media and our presence on social media, I feel as though I found myself in a place of content. Gotta create content, gotta document this, gotta promote this, gotta show that. And I'm still kind of in it because I do a lot, and I am an entrepreneur. So if I don't do it, how they gonna know what I'm offering? Right. You know what I'm saying? But there's this pressure because things are just getting faster, and algorithms are getting trickier. Yeah. And designs are getting flyer and more catchy and quicker. And it's like, it's
everything's
always
quick
a trend.
And instant. Yes.
You will drive yourself crazy trying to keep up with the trends. Yes. It's like you really have to sit with yourself and say, what works for me? What works for me?
What's going to feed your purpose? What aligns with your purpose? Yeah.
That's it. That's it. I watch other people. I would be a fool to not go. It's not comparison, but I would be a fool to not look on other people's pages that are in my industry, to not take notes and say, okay, this is what they have. This works for them. Okay. You know, I'm not there to say, oh, I'm not there yet. I'm there to say, what can I take from this person that I can turn into my own? Yeah. So, you know, pay homage to the people, you know, but it's okay in a sense of like comparison. We're not comparing, but we're taking. Right. We're taking. I feel like we have the right to do that.
It's like, you know, you kind of study some things of how people succeed in certain things, and it's all about, you know, inspiration and stuff.
That's the word.
Yeah, there's a difference. There's a big difference. Thank you. Yep. No problem.
It's been a while.
Like inspiration is like if you looking at certain things and you know you want to take that kind of information, you're utilizing that information, you know what I mean? And then you're going to execute your own shit. But like you're not comparing, because if you were comparing, then you're going to be sitting there crying like, how come I can't do this? And you're going to spend all that time wasting your time and driving yourself crazy, and you don't get shit done.
Yeah. That part.
Yes.
Each one of us have our own unique journey, our own unique path. So, you know, we're all riding along together. We're all riding along together side by side. There's space for all of us, you know, and believing in ourselves, believing in myself. You know, if I saw somebody, if I couldn't be an artist, if I looked around in our town and I saw so many artists, like, oh, there's no room for me. Somebody's already doing it.
It's always,
you know, there's always room for a new face.
Always room,
you know,
always room. Yeah. Plenty of time, plenty of space to like shine. It's like going to a grocery store. You see all these different brands of breads and eggs and milk and stuff like that. Yeah, like trust me, and ain't nobody gonna be like, let me not, you know, distribute my shit at this grocery store because they're all the same. No.
Yeah. No, but really, there probably is somebody sitting on the couch right now that's saying, I can't do that. Everybody's already doing it.
Yeah.
No, there's space for you. There's space.
That's like my career. Like there's plenty of personal trainers, but everyone has their own training style. Yes. You got to figure out what's different about you, what's significant about you, and then you start there.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That brings me to that point. So I was talking to a girl. She was coming to me with questions about her business and how she could do this. Right. And I spoke to her personal journey. I'm like, you talk about depression sometimes on your personal page.
Yeah.
Tie that into your business somehow.
Exactly.
Be an advocate for that and tie that into your brand. That is your authentic self.
Your testimony is what makes you different.
Yes.
Yep.
Somebody who said that. Shout out to Raz Maya, somebody I used to dance with back in those days. A year ago. She said transparency breeds connection. Super important. So when we're looking and we're looking for, you know, that little pocket to get into, or we're comparing ourselves, remember that your personal story, your testimony, like you just said, is what's going to separate you. You know? And I'm a big believer of this, and I probably have said this on the show. I think it's selfish for us to keep our ideas to ourselves. Some people are scared to share their ideas because they feel like, oh, somebody might steal my idea. Oh, they jocking. Oh, nothing is new under the sun. Okay. What an idea that could be this small in my mind, I spit it out into the world, and then it snowballs and it inspires somebody else's mind. Yeah. And now they're adding to it, and they can create something bigger and better, which inspires somebody else. And now we have a cure to fucking cancer. You know what I mean? Because somebody sparked something. Right. So share your ideas. Always share your ideas. Speak them out loud. Believe in them. Share them. Thanks. Girl, I feel like we all over the place.
No, we not.
We vessels?
We not. we vibing right now. Shoot.
Everyone is pointing fingers instead of going inward. I've been dealing with that.
Okay.
I've been dealing with that. As far as like my situation with my family. You know, like I know that I am being wronged in some sense. I won't be too specific and because I'll be here talking all night on this cozy couch like this is a shrink session. But I know that there are ways that I am limiting my growth and limiting my healing because I don't know if I'm going to call it pride. No, it's not pride and it's not ego. It's fear. My fear is keeping me from showing up to hold people accountable, to I don't know how to put into words. I feel as though I haven't done anything wrong intentionally. I haven't hurt anybody. I haven't called people out on their shit in disrespectful ways. However, I feel like I am being mistreated. But I hate to sit in that victim seat. So I'm trying to not point the finger and say, it's all your fault. How can you do this to me? Instead, I'm trying to say, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And my girl will tell me, like, just call. Just call. Just have that conversation.
Have a conversation.
But something in me is like, because that pain is so deep.
It's like that dear man method.
Yes.
Don't point the fingers, but express how you feel.
Yes.
You don't got to be like, you did this and you did that. You this, you that. But be like, yo, I feel like, you know, I'm being mistreated. I feel like this. I feel unsupported.
But what do we do when it's a cycle? When it's just an ongoing, you got to.
Then you know what to do.
See, and that's the hard part because there's something in me. And this is why I was emotional last night. I'm doing all of these things. And there's days where I wish that I could just call my mom or call my dad and just say, hey, I need advice on this. But it's like, I can do that. But I don't want to do it because I know it comes with something else. It comes with judgment. It comes with, where have you been? It comes with, and these are feelings where it's like, I've been away because it feels like that's just how it's supposed to be because y'all don't.
Well, if you receive that judgment, then yeah, nip it in the bud.
Yeah.
And it feel like it's an ongoing cycle.
I feel like staying away is easier. I feel like staying away is easier, but it's
always easy. It's always easy to cut people off.
Right. But that's where the healing comes in. That's where, do you see where I'm going? I'm kind of like talking in circles around it, but it's like, I know that I need to step up and then make a decision. And if it is toxic as fuck and it's nothing that I can get from it, then I just have to be okay with knowing.
You have to be okay. Exactly. Yeah. You know, we talk about, and I see this a lot on social media, like people cutting their parents off and stuff like that. People cutting off families. Oh, I don't need them. Who needs them? When, you know, like, listen, there's nothing wrong with cutting off like the toxic people in your life. And I get it. Like if they were abusive or extremely violent to you, cool. But we talk more about cutting people off and less addressing shit.
Yeah.
Like we don't talk about actually having conversations with people. And at the end of the day, everyone's getting older. People change, their mood, their everything, their behaviors change, all that stuff. If you feel like there is a space to talk to them because there's going to be a time when you're not going to be able to talk to them at all.
That part.
You're going to look at them in their casket and you're going to be like, damn, I wish I had a conversation.
Yeah.
People don't talk about that. People don't talk about how short life is.
That's real. My dad, he actually sent me a song called Afterlife by Arcade Fire. It's an alternative song. You might enjoy it. I know you like that rock sometimes. And it's basically saying like, can we talk it out, scream and shout.
And that's a sign.
Just work it out. And then I call,
It's a
and then I get the bullshit. So it's just like, I don't know what's going on. And the little girl in me is just like, I just want my daddy. But then it's like, man, fuck that. I'm a grown ass woman. I'm about my business. I don't need that shit.
Right. So just like how we was talking about success and instant gratification, that shit's not linear either.
Right.
That's gonna be a process too.
Come on, Yaya.
That's gonna be a process.
Yeah.
That's one hell of a process.
Yeah.
And like I try to and I say this to myself too, like you got to give your parents grace because they probably came from a place where they couldn't heal.
I give them lots of grace. I give them lots of grace. It comes in seasons. I'm gonna call it seasons, because I can go weeks, months, and I'll be chilling, not a thought in my mind, just but then something will happen and the trigger will come. And then it's like, do I want to fix this? Do I want to fix this? And I'm also at a part on my journey, because I've done a lot of, I had to accept me where I'm at. Right. And I also had to understand people are going to have their assumptions of me. I cannot put myself back in fucking rooms where they want to keep bringing up the old me. And it's like, I am not that anymore. And I will not minimize myself to fit into that box that they want to put me in.
Exactly.
So that's where it's like, it's very hard for me. It's so easy to say, go talk to them. Go have a conversation. Let's heal. Yeah. But their idea of healing is not real. They don't want to have hard conversations. They want to, just come, let's have a drink. Let's or, shallow small talk, work. Right. But it's like, no, the time that you did this, it really hurt. And now in my relationships, as soon as there's an argument, I get really anxious and I feel like I'm going to be abandoned because, and it's like, abandoned? Nobody abandoned you. I've been here the whole time. It's like that type of shit. Yeah. It's that type of shit. And it's like, I don't got time for that because I'm on a level. If we're going to heal, we're going to talk, and it's going to hurt and it's going to be ugly. I'm not going to come around and kumbaya on some fake shit.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at.
Do that. You got to face it. Because sometimes shit can fester. That's what I think. I mean, I don't know your family, but yeah.
It can fester.
Yeah.
It can fester. I have made peace with some things. But it is should I just I'm gonna tell my business. I'm gonna tell my motherfucking business. I don't care. Okay, so y'all listen.
It's a safe space.
Right. So listen. So my separation with my children's father was 2 years ago, right? My children's father and I don't have a relationship. It is a non-existent. I reach out, I get ignored. I show up with the kids, the mother got something to say. No disrespect, but it's just like, so I put myself in a space where I don't even get involved. Now, my family, I've had issues with them, and it's just because I do a lot. They don't come to my house to visit me. I go to their house to visit them when I can, or there's no communication. Carmen, where have you been? It's always a guilt trip thing. So now I have these two different separate families, right?
Right.
They're coming together and meeting and making arrangements to sit down and eat meals together and and be family kumbaya, right? And
yeah, with
my children too. And and I'm at home and I'm like, yo, like, what's wrong with me? Like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong? But then I got to look in the mirror and say, Carmen, you ain't done shit. But be clear, communicate, respectful. Right. You show up. And I'm just convinced, and I hate to sound like I'm playing like Miss Goody Two Shoes. That's something that they will tell me too, like Miss Goody Two Shoes. It's like, no, I'm living a life that I want to live. It may not be a traditional life like you guys do, go work a 9 to 5 and come home and sit.
Especially when you took your time to, grow.
Get to this place.
Yeah. And people do change. Everyone goes through phases in life, and some people just don't see it. People still see you from freaking 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That part. And what hurts the most is that it's like loyalty, right? What is loyalty? My father and my stepmother are okay with going behind my back to contact my children's father on his parenting time. Right. To have him bring the kids over when it's like the last time I text y'all ignored my text message. Yeah. Why are y'all going or behind my back? And then I'm just worried about what my kids gonna think as they get older, because I'm not confrontational. Yeah. I'm not confrontational. I don't try to pry or make them feel bad for having a loving family. I'm glad that my kids have that support, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm just a bitter old lady that can't get in the family. No, y'all could keep it.
Right.
But it's disrespectful and it hurts my feelings. It's disrespectful and it hurts my feelings. Okay. And that's just that. So that's where all this is coming from. And I feel like I'm a decent person. I feel like I do a lot for others. I feel like I take care of myself in ways. I feel like I'm honest. I feel like I know how to have hard conversations. I'm accountable. You know what I'm saying? I could say when I'm on some bullshit and when I could have done better. But it's like, I feel like I'm being gaslit. Like, this is the world's biggest gaslighting situation ever. Where
this is your parents doing
my
this.
parents.
So remember when I said have that conversation with them?
Yeah.
I would literally address that. Now, I'm no expert on co-parenting. I do not have children, but that's like your kids are your boundary.
That's it. But how would I look if I like,
who gives a fuck?
I'm talking about to them,
what about
to
how
my
you
children. I do care about how I appear to them.
Listen, they know who's taking care of them. They know who's taking care of them. They're not going to look at you any other way.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
They're not going to look at you any other way. If anything, kids are the most loyal people on the planet.
Right.
Like, they're not going to look at you and be like, oh, my mom is crazy. Like, no,
Right.
They're the most loyal people on the planet.
See, I got to keep it all the way funky, though. I got to keep it all the way funky. They are loyal, but I also feel like this type of dynamic, this toxic ass, unhealthy, weird dynamic that is happening now.
Yeah.
I am starting to see little manipulative behaviors in my children.
Yeah.
Because there's such a big disconnect. It's like, how are we supposed to be? It takes a village to raise a child, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on a totally different planet with a totally different set of values and lifestyle. And then on the weekend, they just go and it's a free for all. You know what I'm saying? Just a free for all, doing whatever. They got the gifts. They're giving them gifts. They get to spend however many hours they want on the video games. And then they come home and then it's me, you know. Be intentional, be responsible, don't lie.
Yeah, it's never going to be,
room, do your homework.
I don't think it's ever going to be like aligned with how he's taking care of them. It's never going to be because y'all not together.
I just feel as though
but
there should be some sort of team
have a conversation.
Ideology.
Yeah.
I've tried. I get ignored. I get ignored.
Oh,
girl, I will
damn.
pull up my phone right now and show you all the blue bubbles and all the you know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
And I'm respectful, straight to I'm not a drama. I don't do drama. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot. Look, this turned into a venting session for me. Thank you, Yaya.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I'm just listening.
It takes a lot for me to get to the point of like, enough is a fuck enough. You know, that played out in that whole relationship, 10 years of that. You know what I mean? So, and then the cycle with my family, it's just been a cycle. So I feel like I'm grieving. I called it rage and I call it hurt. I am grieving because I think I'm coming to a point of understanding. Look at that. I needed this moment. I am coming to a point of realizing that I have to grieve the idea of whatever a normal family looks like, right? Whatever that idea of barbecues at my dad's and everybody can show up and be cordial and respectful and the kids get to see, you know what I mean? Like, but I guess I'm grieving that and shut the fuck up. I'll shut up.
No, shut up. Listen, you gotta express it.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, at least you could tell your kids too, like, listen, I know it's probably different when you go to, you know, your dad's house, but this is the things that I want you to apply on your life.
They get it.
You know what I mean? Like,
they get it. They're brilliant.
Yeah.
But I just hope that, like to go back to like the little manipulative tactics and just like the lying or trying to be slick. And I know all kids go through this. Right. All kids go through this. But I feel like they're trying.
Fucking touch me, bro.
I was also talking about that. You okay?
Yeah.
What was it?
I think it was like an ant.
Don't do that.
It was an ant, bro.
We not gonna do that. We not gonna do it.
I was like, stop fucking touch me.
So now I gotta be real, y'all. I bring this set with me every week. Well, every time we shoot the show, right? And I have a house out in
rest in peace.
Stop it! I gotta be real. I gotta keep it funky. So in the process, at least it ain't a fucking roach. Listen, dog.
For real.
Listen. So in the process of transporting my plants today, One of them big black ants.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
It was just one, right?
I hope it was just one. Lionel? Lionel? It was just one?
Yeah, okay. Well, rest in peace, ant.
Rest in peace.
It's in ant heaven now.
No, it's not.
It's in
that hoe crawling on the floor. Look. Leave him alone. Get a cup.
Aww.
You're going to say, oh.
I just killed your brother.
It's only one. Don't say that. That's trifling. Don't judge me. I didn't know he was trying to lift over here, get a ride over here. He's trying to see what this Burlington County life be like. Here. Little ants.
Right.
Listen.
But
next topic. Thank y'all for giving me the space. If y'all have any input, if y'all have experienced this, how do you manage those feelings of just disconnect with your relatives? How do you manage those feelings? Because I'm here for it. Yes, I'm a holistic wellness mentor. Yes, all of that. But life is real and we don't have all the answers and there is no rule book and there is no manual. And when it happens to you,
compartmentalize.
You know what I'm saying? I can sit here and tell you what to do with the problem and help you figure it out.
Yeah.
But when I juggle so much, I don't want to have to think about this, but it's coming to a point where I have to,
right?
Because it's gonna block.
All you could do is pray for people, man.
That part.
I'm telling you, like every day I just be getting closer to God, like I once was. I felt like I kind of like, not want to say distant, but I'm one of those friends. Like if you text me, I'll text you back like the next 5 business days, and I be doing that with God too. And I know God up there like this motherfucker, but God I'm definitely getting
present. Always, it's always present. Always present.
My God, curse.
Listen. It do.
I just realized what I just said.
It do. Look. Like, bitch, call me sometimes.
Nah, for real. Sometimes you gotta pray. You gotta pray.
Yes.
Yeah, you're always gonna like I said, have that conversation, and if that doesn't work out, you know what to do. You know exactly what to do.
Look at my nose.
You got to keep people in a certain space and
give
that's
it
that.
Look, as I'm getting ready to say that to you, give it space.
Give it space.
Give it grace.
Yeah.
You see? So we supposed to be talking about this. Okay, I don't feel so bad for dumping. Am I dumping on you? Is this okay?
No, this is cool. This is cool.
I should burn some sage in this motherfucker. Keep passing me the sage. I'm gonna burn some sage. Oh shit! I feel like I'm getting old. Okay, I'm not getting old. What you got? What's been on your mind?
I feel like I kind of released a lot of things that was on my mind. Let me tell y'all a story. All right, so I went through a breakup, right? I won't get into detail what exactly happened, but he actually ghosted me. So that was something that was extremely hurtful because I thought we had a better relationship than that. So something happened. I'm not going to get into detail. Like I said, I found out not from him, but from another source. And I guess when he realized like, this ain't going to work out, he just cut off all communication.
I am sorry.
That's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You know what? As heartbroken as I was, it was a blessing in disguise because I did not need to be in that predicament with him.
Okay.
Like whatever the shit he was going through, I did not need to be in that space at all because all it would have done, like it would have just pulled me under. I felt like I was in the ocean and he would have been the anchor. Yeah. So I took a lot of time.
We going up.
Yeah.
That's how we opened the show. You said I'm going up the ladder.
Yes. We going up the ladder. So like, I did. I cried a lot. I lost weight. I lost like 7 pounds around that time. Just angry, like not necessarily because of him. Like, him. But even though the relationship was short-lived, I felt like I was going through a never-ending cycle of heartache. My love life is like a shit show. You know what I mean? So I spent a lot of time just reflecting. I've been abstaining from sex. So I haven't had sex like in a good 5-6 months. Probably.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I can't do the math, but I haven't had sex. So
I
haven't had no sex.
I was about to say, she said, I haven't had. I was gonna say, well, you're acting very calm and chill, so I can't tell. You know?
Like, but I've been saving myself for someone special. I'm saving myself for West Side Gun. Hey, baby.
Who's that? An artist?
Yeah, that's a rapper,
I thought
honey.
it was Future.
Griselda. You ever heard of group Griselda? What? Girl.
Oh, wait. I saw them in your story. You said, my man.
Okay.
I was like, who this.
I love those gritty hip hop artists. Like
that.
Everybody be like people kind of question like my type of men, but I don't like those Shamar Moore, Boris Kojo type of men. Like that's just too pretty for me. Like don't get me wrong, I love good looking men, but sometimes those medium ugly type of dudes, be alright too.
Yeah, they be
okay.
Look.
He a fine medium ugly man.
Look. Ain't nothing wrong with that. To each his own. That's your speed, baby.
Right. You know I gotta add some humor.
I gave that to you to put back in the show.
Oh, my bad. I'm sitting here swirling this thing around. God damn, my fucking shoulders hurt. Ow.
Thank you. Oh, you are injured. I'm sorry.
No, you cool. It's this hand. So I'm gonna get to that story too. But like I had to add some humor to it too. Shout out to Westside Gun. But
shout out to Westside Gun. Shout out to Yaya holding it down, being true to herself. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Abstinence.
Yes, but I definitely took that time to just kind of clear my head. I kind of, wrote in my notebook some affirmations released a lot of energy, released a lot of connections, whether they were platonic, romantic, sexual, whatever.
I love that.
Yeah.
Necessary. You got to do that sometimes.
I just had to release it. Yeah. I spent a lot of time like just focusing on, practicing better discernment. Red flags will wave at me, I wave right back type shit.
Right. I see you, red flag.
I wave right back.
Come on out.
Like
I know you're here. Shit.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time like with self, accountability too. Like honestly, there wasn't much I could do with that last relationship. It was a lot of pretending with that. Damn. So sometimes you do get blindsided. It's not always your fault per se, but there was something that, came to my attention and I still kind of hung on. Mm-hmm. I still kind of lingered on to him until the bitter end. Yeah. And I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have just ran pretty much ended like this ain't going to work because of this situation. Yeah. But that's the only thing I could really hold myself accountable for. But I spent a lot of time learning.
Wait. Let me stop you right there. You said the only thing that you could have, that's probably the only thing that you could hold yourself accountable. What? Staying too long?
Staying kind of like linger. Yeah. Okay. And the thing is, it wasn't like too long, but it was like probably like some weeks prior to us like just ending everything. And even like,
we got to edit because I said I was going to be that friend to tell you got a little bit of white stuff. So we're going to have to edit and cut that out.
Oh, no, I don't think the lady could see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just noticing it. Yeah. And I don't want you to see this later and be like, why Carmen ain't telling me we just talked about that shit?
Because I think you had that before, but I couldn't see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it,
girl.
You got it now.
Thank you. But like, what was I about to say? Dang, I lost my train of thought because I got ADHD.
I'm sorry. Where were you? You prolonged it. It was a lot of pretending. You stayed around a little longer.
Yeah, and not for nothing. Like there were certain things in our relationship, like our communication styles. He and I really wasn't that compatible.
That's
I felt
important.
I felt like it was more an attachment, but sometimes you don't see it until after the fact. Yeah. Sometimes like you'll end a relationship and then you spend a lot of time just reflecting on certain things like, yo, he really said that to me. Damn, he did that shit and I sat there and I ignored it. You know what I mean? Like you spend a lot of time just clearing your head and now you got a clear state of mind and you realize like that person just was not your person at all. Yeah. Not necessarily a villain, but that person just wasn't your person.
Yeah.
So like you two are like both of us were on two different type times.
Yeah.
And he just wasn't ready for me.
I love how you put that. Mm-hmm. You're not out here trying to villainize nobody. You just you're in hindsight reflecting on what you thought it was, what it came to be, and just how you gonna do better.
Exactly, and that's that. Yeah. Pretty much, like what he did was fucked up, but at the same time, knowing who he is and how he is and where his growth level is, I'm like, okay, I kind of like, I want to say I understand, but it's not worth me trying to villainize him and get all upset over anymore. Not anymore.
Give it space, give it grace.
Exactly.
That's the theme for the
just
night,
let
y'all.
It go.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Listen, give it space, give it grace. Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it burn.
But yeah, I spent a lot of time like just focusing on me, but I did still have like that repressed anger. Like I still can't believe this nigga did that. Yeah. So
that repressed rage.
Yeah, the rage. I went through my rage phase too. Yeah. So Saturday I went to Crunch. And I haven't boxed in a while. Some people know that like I did some mid training before, like for a short period of time. I was trying to get back into it. So I brought my boxing gloves because that's the only gym with the punching bags and stuff. So I was punching the bag and I'm really fucking that shit up. Yeah,
I see you on Instagram.
Yeah, I was fucking that shit up. But I didn't wrap my wrists, so I didn't have much protection. And at the same time, when I was punching the bag, I didn't realize until like the next day that I kind of punched it the wrong way. Probably like one of those first few punches because I'm kind of rusty. So I noticed like my wrist started to get real sore. So I'm like, okay, it'll go away in a few days. Child, the other day it started to swell up. So I sprained my wrist.
I was gonna say, is it a sprain?
So yeah, so you gotta be careful when you have rage too. You gotta address it in a little more of a positive way.
Cry.
Because if you don't, cry it out.
I like to cry.
Yeah, like literally face those shadows. Like there's nothing wrong with, getting into boxing and any type of combative training. Just be mindful about it because you can fuck around and hurt yourself.
I sound like a little bitch over here. Cry. And she's like, box, beat that ass.
Yeah, with that ass, bro. I
have a question. So your sprain, as it heals, will it be like
this is my second time spraining this wrist. I sprained both of my wrists around like the same time before some years ago. So it does it takes about like 2-3 weeks to heal depending on how bad you sprained it. Cause it's like a minor torn ligament, I think. Okay. So like I'll get back to normal soon. Okay. Yeah. You just got to take it like a little at a time.
So you know how some people get into accidents and they got like a hip replacement or a knee replacement. Every time it's cold, they could tell that it's about to rain. I was like, every time you're like, fuck that nigga.
That's for real.
But like, damn him.
Yeah, because that's already my spine. Every time it rains or it gets a little humid outside, my spine. I slipped a disc in my spine back in September, so that was fun. That. Yeah, that was a joyful time. So like, yeah,
so sarcastic.
Yes,
that was a wonderful time.
That was a joyful.
Couldn't do shit.
Yes, yeah, I couldn't even sit on a fucking toilet for a week. Like that's how bad it hurt.
Yeah, injuries are no joke.
Yes,
my girl's playing rugby now. And I'm scared for her because I went to the games and I'm watching these women. Like I was interested, but then I saw and I'm like, no, why do they want to do this? Like just tackle and no gear, no equipment, nothing but a mouth guard. Damn. And they just knock to the ground, like falling on, collapsing.
That's crazy.
Falling on. I'm like, baby, you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then as you get older too, like we're in our 30s, we in our 20s no more. So like, yeah, like now we getting hurt from shit. We getting hurt from shit that we used to do way back in the day.
Right.
And we take longer to recover now.
Right. Don't nobody got time for that shit.
Yes. But it's all good though. It actually felt kind of good that I was able to punch the bag and release some of that energy. Yeah. I feel great now.
And you gonna heal.
Yeah. And this is temporary.
It'll just be another story in the book.
I still got a hand.
Yeah, right. Take my good hand. Take my strong arm.
Yeah, take my strong hand.
Well, I'm sorry that you had to get ghosted on, okay?
Yeah.
You definitely deserved a conversation.
Yeah.
I like that you said you are seeing red flags as they are. Like you aren't not just with the shit. You're not with the bullshit. You're being accountable.
Yeah.
And there's hope.
Always
hope.
Yeah.
Always hope.
Like I'm back in the dating scene and stuff. Boom. So it's been cool. Just, just staying present and enjoying the moment. And then whenever the time comes, then it's going to come for me. Like
I love that about your spirit. Cause there are a lot of people in the world that you see, they get hurt. And we've heard of other situations that you've been in on the show over the past 18 episodes. Shout out to us, 18 episodes. Yes. But other relationships, you're not a scorned woman. You're not bitter. Yeah. You're not a hateful person.
Yeah.
You still are so soft and ready for love.
That's because even after crying shit, I was listening to Adele. Don't ever listen to Adele after a breakup. That's the most toxic thing. The new album. The new album that just came out. Yes, I was listening to My Little Love, and it's something. And mind you, the song is about postpartum depression, but the song is fucking sad.
Right.
And the chorus of it is like, I'm holding on barely. I started crying in the car on my way to work, and I'm
That's
like,
how it be.
I'm throwing up and stuff. I left work early that day. That's how fucked up I was.
That's how it be. I love that you are being so real and transparent. It be like that. Like everybody want to talk in the songs like, fuck that, I got another one on the way. It's not real.
That's not me.
It's not. You got to feel that shit to heal that shit. And it gets painful.
It does. It gets painful. And the reason why I don't walk around scorned and trying to hurt people and stuff like that, because I don't give people that power over me.
I love that.
I don't give people power over my emotions. Yeah, it's okay to cry because you're a human being. It's okay to cry. You're supposed to release that energy.
It's a healthy release.
But you would never catch me being hateful towards men. I'm not androgynous. I'm not androgynous at all. So, you know, I love men. Y'all get on my fucking nerves, but I love y'all. And y'all, I would never have any type of negative energy like that.
Yeah.
If hurting people, I can't.
Because
because it's a never ending cycle.
We attract. So if we walk around talking about what we lack, ain't nothing. You're gonna continue to see the same thing.
Exactly,
same thing.
And that's what my therapist said too. She was like, you know, people want to vent and say, you know, men ain't shit, men ain't this, men ain't that. I don't like this, I don't like that. But the more you speak it out loud, the more you start attracting the same people that you don't like.
And we gonna bring that's a full circle moment. That's where it comes to the stop pointing the finger.
And look inward.
Go inward and say, how did I show up to this?
Yeah.
What was I naive about? What did I tolerate too long? What do I need to do next time?
Right.
What does the ideal partner look like for me? What have I learned from this, and what do I need to improve in?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I don't like bringing up my breakup because I'm not the type to repeat the story over and over again. Because you ever notice, like, when some people bring up a breakup, 9 out of 10, they probably haven't moved on, or they probably still like hurt from it. I'm more like talking about it because like it's been a while since we've sat here, and I'm just kind of like, we playing catch up right now. You know what I mean? Like I've been, moved on and stuff.
Yeah,
trust me.
Yeah, so don't get no ideas. Y'all ain't missing nobody. Okay, she out here living young, wild, and free, and abstinent.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
exactly.
Good for you. Yeah, I'm happy for you.
Yay, thank you.
It had to happen. How it happened. You grew from it, and we moving on.
Yeah, because it's a relatable lesson learned.
Yes,
that a lot of us went through. So I don't mind telling my story.
Yeah, you carry it with grace, for sure.
Facts.
What else? Pause, breathe, process. I feel like that goes into everything that we're talking about.
Yes, for sure.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes, pause, breathe, and process. I actually just wrote that down and put it on my mirror the other day. And it's funny. I'm noticing every time I go through like this death and rebirth phase, I feel as though I'm taking, and it's all in my mind. It's all in my mind because I'm still consistent. I still show up and do what I'm supposed to do. You know, I still handle my business. I keep my word and things like that. If I'm not able to, I communicate and let it know I can't do it today. You know, but there's something in me, in my mind, when I'm going through these death and rebirth cycles, I feel like I'm a piece of shit. And it's that inner voice. It's like, you're not doing enough.
That's your anxiety lying.
Yes. So it's so important. That's why I put little memos on my mirrors, affirmations in my journals, tattoos, just things to constantly remind me, girl, you done came so far. You are not. Look at yourself. See yourself. Look back and give yourself a reality check. You got this happening. All these people love you and support you. It's because you're a good person. You're not a bad person.
What are some ways that you can change that brain chemistry?
Meditation, breath work, exercise, that inner dialogue, that just self-observation and catching those thoughts. You know, the other day I'm crying. Last night I'm crying on my girl's chest, and I'm like having this moment thinking about my family situation, and I felt. So I just had to tell myself, like, I am strong. Like, I'm pitiful, right? I am strong. I don't even know. Did you hear me say that? I don't even know if I said it to myself. I'm just like, I'm strong. Because I had to tell myself that. Because I just felt like I was losing control. No, and I'm not embarrassed to say that. I am not embarrassed to say that. Nobody is perfect. We are all crazy in our own ways, okay?
Right.
I am a conscious crazy person. I'm not perfect. I like to get down in the shadows and feel my dark shit and feel it out. That's how I learn myself. That's how I know to break cycles. That's how I know to improve. That's how I improve, because I become friends with my demons. And we're not gonna do that. Yeah, you could get that off. No, we're not gonna go that far.
Right.
Nah, fuck them. Okay, no, we're not gonna. So it's like I have these internal conversations with myself. There's nothing wrong with that. You gotta go into those. You gotta go into those dark places. So that I feel like that's a way to challenge that mind, that anxious mind, that monkey mind that shows up and tells you, "Oh, girl, you ain't shit. You're fucking up. You're not doing enough. You haven't been the best daughter. You haven't been the best parent. Girl, what are you doing with yourself? You're all over the place." You know, like that voice. It's a real voice. And I talk to that voice and I say, you know what? You're mean. You're fucking mean and I don't like it. But why are you here? What are you trying to tell me? I need to slow down. I need to spend some time with you. That's what it is. You need some attention.
You know what?
Go get your ass in the bath, girl. Go get your ass in the bath, girl. Go dance. Go dance in the mirror. Go write some affirmations.
Sometimes you gotta look at that negative inner voice and be like, girl, fuck you.
Right.
Fuck you.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Leave me alone. I rebuke you.
Right. But one thing I can say, like, I'm not like acting out in unhealthy ways. Because the old me, and I'm gonna keep it super funky. The old me, listen, I've been in situations, I'm talking about 19, not even at, I want to say at fucking 14, kicking my parents' door in. They want to change the locks on me, bitch. I'm kicking the door in. That's how I was coming back in the day. Okay, as a child, as a young adult, it's like I would react in unhealthy ways, like to show like y'all can't stop me. Y'all can't tell me, like, y'all can't do this to me.
Right.
But now it's like I just sit on it and it's like, you know what? I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my awareness and I'm grateful for my self-control and my discipline.
Yes.
Because like you said, they cannot have that power.
Yeah.
They cannot have that power. I can't go backwards.
Yeah.
And to that little voice inside, sometimes the mean one, what you say? Girl, fuck
you.
Girl, fuck you. I love you, but you're bugging right now, boo. Come have a seat. Talk about it. You know? Yeah. What else? I got a performance tomorrow. I've been doing some performances, music and stuff. I'm back in the studio.
That's good.
Shout out to producer Double A out in Williamstown.
Okay.
Sensei. That's another place that I'm at. I feel as though I'm gonna start putting, because I've been singing like a lot of like love songs. I don't want to call them shallow because I love my art. I love my music that's out already.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of in a place where I want to be more aligned and more intentional with my content. So in the studio working and more affirmation music, more healing, more transparency, and putting my pain in the music. So that's what I'm going to be working on. That's what I am working on. And other than that, I'm happy to be here.
That's good. That's good. We working out here.
Yes, we
Especially you.
Yeah.
Everyone, just give her a congratulations. She's in a movie. She's performing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're right where you need to be at this very moment.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Always remember that.
Thank you. Yo,
yes.
Believe in yourself. I can't believe in yourself. I never auditioned for anything ever in my life. That was my first time auditioning, and I did a few takes, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna send it.
Would you ever sing like at the Apollo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel confident now, more confident as far as being in front of like large crowds.
Yeah.
As an adult. As a child, I sung in choir. I sung Oh Beautiful for Spacious Skies at the River Shark Stadium when I was a child. I
don't know why I thought of the Apollo. It just kind of came to my head. Like I could see you singing at the Apollo.
Talking to you, talking through you right now. I need to go do the Apollo. I need to find out how I do that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you got to ask around.
You gonna come?
Ask around, girl. Yes, you girl. You better let me know. We're gonna go right to Harlem.
Don't be talking about it's too late. I gotta work in the morning, y'all.
Yo, you know how I feel.
That was a jab.
You know how I feel.
That was a jab. That was a passive aggressive jab.
You know how I feel about my career. You know how I feel about my career. I work on Sundays too, so if something's popping off on Saturday, my bad, y'all.
Better be at 6 p.m. or I ain't coming. And you better be on time.
Shoot.
Shit, I wasn't on time today, but it's okay. I'm grateful.
It's okay.
Thank you.
We gonna work on your CP time.
My color people time.
Yeah.
I come to my training on time. That matters.
I know.
Right. I do that.
I had to whip you into shape with that.
There's consequences for that, y'all. There's consequences for that. So when I'm late to training, Yaya will have me do
mountain climbers, push-ups, burpees. I was having you do like 20, 30 burpees.
I was late today. She ain't do shit.
Don't worry, your session coming up this week, sis.
Damn, let me shut up. Look, that's my ego. Your ego will get you caught up every time. Trying to talk slick. I'm sorry.
I remember this.
I'm so sorry.
I'm like,
she gonna do it too.
But like, so remember when you said this and that?
I need it.
You know what? Give me 5 more reps.
I need it. What can we leave the people with today?
Just keep going. Keep going in life.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep swimming.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that a song or something?
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Dory from Finding Nemo.
I ain't even watched that.
Yeah.
I don't think I even watched Finding Nemo. I probably did, like when it first came out.
Yeah.
But
when you go back and watch those old movies, there's a lot of
they be having some
wisdom.
Deep,
a lot of nuggets, yo.
Deep as hell.
You be like, yo, the messages.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Facts. Keep going. Keep growing.
Yes.
Just go through the life.
I like that you said nothing is linear.
Yeah, nothing in life is linear.
And what we mean by linear, you know, we see time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is not like that. Think spiral. Think spiral.
Hell yeah.
Everything is always in spiral cycles.
Yes.
You're either going up or you're going down.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're coasting and in a plateau and nothing's happening.
Yes.
But if you're working on yourself and if you're in tune with yourself and you focused on your goals, spiral up. The bullshit gonna come at you.
Right.
You might kind of hit a dip, but you can still go up. Never ending. Still go up.
Facts.
Spiraling up.
Just
baby.
stay close to God. Stay close to the universe, whatever you believe in, and ask.
Very important.
And ask to order your steps.
See
That's
the
all you
signs.
can do.
Be in tune. See the signs.
Yes.
The signs are everywhere. Signs come through, and that's another thing. I just saw a preview for a movie called Praise. Chloe. Is it Chloe? Chloe from the sisters, Holly and Chloe.
Oh, Chloe Halle.
Like treat me.
Yeah.
She's going to be
Chloe
in a movie.
Bailey, yeah.
Yes, Chloe Bailey. She's going to be in a movie called Praise. It's giving like Fighting Temptation vibes, like Beyonce, like a competition, praise singing. But the DJ was like, look at guys speaking through these hoes. Cause I guess she had like a potty mouth or something. But it's like,
because Chloe's very sexualized.
Yes.
She's a very sexualized artist.
So now she's going for a competition singing gospel music.
Yeah.
But it's just that message alone, just saying like God and spirit is speaking through everything.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just be looking in the book.
Yeah.
Don't just be looking
you
on.
You gotta come as you are.
Look everywhere. Mm-hmm. There are metaphors. There are analogies. There's so much wisdom in nature.
Yeah.
Just in the seasons alone. Like you said, purging your friends, purging platonic, romantic relationships, everything. Mm-hmm. There is so much wisdom.
And
in
nobody,
nature.
At the end of the day, nobody knows her relationship with God. That's between her and God.
Yeah.
That's between her and God. She may be
that line was in the
to
movie.
y'all.
You heard me? That line was in the movie. Like one of the characters in the movie said
word?
it about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a real thing. Like, you know, when they say in church, like, come as you are, they wasn't talking about clothing.
Right.
Come as you are.
As you are internally.
Exactly.
I love
you
how
don't know what
open
God
people are
is going to have place for her. Like, you don't know what God's going to do for her. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
That's a sign right there.
Exactly.
She is
like
her
Black
authentic
China.
self. She's her authentic self, and doors are opening for her.
Yeah.
In all of her sexiness and sex appeal. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be it's a new world. You know what I mean? And like you said, Black China.
Black China, yeah.
That shit is wild. I saw a clip of her and her mother.
Her mother, I'm sorry, her mother's a piece of shit. I can't stand her mother.
That is narcissism.
The stuff that mocking her being saved and removing her
she was in
fillers.
Her face daring her to like I dare you.
Oh, that reality show. Like, yeah.
I just saw a short clip from Instagram because I don't tune into
She
that
mocks
shit.
her. She tries to pin everyone against her too. There was something that she said, and I seen it on TikTok, that she said something like she was going to Marvin Gaye her. And if you remember what happened to Marvin Gaye, he was shot and killed by his father. Yeah, why would you threaten to kill your child?
Yeah.
Like, damn, who needs enemies when you got a mother like that?
That's crazy. Like the level of trauma. Because
it's a trauma. She had her at 16.
New.
Yeah.
First of all, she changed her shape. She changed everything about herself, you know, trying to become something. And now she's unbecoming. She's unpacking.
Because she felt like she was losing her true self.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is a beautiful space, but because other people are thriving off of her success and being gifted things off of her success, they don't want to see her change. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see that.
Or some people see it as fake. Some people see it as her doing too much. And I'm like, listen.
She's doing too much because she wants to.
She wants to get close to God.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, don't ever let them stop you.
Right. And I actually posted this on Twitter because somebody said something about her posting too much, like, all right already. But I was like, I remember back in 2012 when I first joined the church and got saved, I was doing the most. Like, I was posting Bible scriptures. I changed my wardrobe. I was always talking about God. Like, I was doing
You
the
were
most.
excited about it.
Yeah, like you're excited about it in the beginning. You know, eventually you simmer down and stuff like that. So give her grace and let her, you know, do what she wants to do.
We also have
at
to
least
look
it's
at her
about
status.
God.
Her status, she's a celebrity. She's
Yeah.
an influencer, she's a celebrity. So this is what she does. If she was busting it open and popping that ass and busting willies and doing the most that way, y'all wouldn't tell her to stop.
Exactly.
Because that's become normalized. But because
Exactly.
she's going against the grain,
Going against
now
the grain.
y'all want to shut her down. That's not right.
Right.
That's not right. We are here for the healing, China.
Uh-huh.
We here for it.
Exactly.
I
Anybody
commend
keep
you.
this energy with Kanye? Kanye went from gospel music to him dissing Kim Kardashian. So like, come on now, leave them alone.
I better leave Kanye alone. You better leave him alone.
Leave them alone. Shoot, he a little unhinged, but God bless his heart.
God bless his heart. He got a lot of trauma too. We all do. We all do. And what's sad is we put these people on a pedestal, you know, and they're just like us. Just like us. Just like us. They probably in the car crying and throwing up like you were, you know, like. Bleh, bleh,
Oh yeah, we're all human.
Yes, all human.
All human. They're human beings.
Yeah. Don't let nobody come in between you and your healing. You and your healing. It will be the ones closest to you. It'll be the closest ones that try to keep you in that same position because it's familiar. The moment you start to switch up, they're like, wait a minute, what's she doing? And they try to knock you down. Don't.
Oh yeah, you know how many
Don't.
times like when I started going to church, people was bringing up stuff like, oh, look at you trying to be all holy now. Like people are always going to do that. People are always going
Right.
to do that when you, no matter what path you choose. Like doesn't necessarily have to be anything religious, but when you go through a healing path, people are always going to try to give you little flashback memories of you doing this, that, and the third. People
and
are always
own
going to
it.
do that.
Own it. Be like, I did. And
Yeah, like okay,
Did and
okay,
what? Now what? Now look.
exactly. Shoot, I own
Monique said?
all the wild
Sexy
shit
boy.
I did. Shoot, it made me who I am today.
Yeah, exactly. That part.
That part.
Bottom line.
Exactly.
Need it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So keep going. Keep going and share. Let the world see, because you could be inspiring somebody you not even know it. Somebody could be at their last thread, ready to end it all. But because you spoke up and had a moment of vulnerability, they could fight another day because of that. Not to put that type of pressure on y'all, but just letting you know we're all connected and everything we do impacts somebody else in one way or another. So
Facts.
don't be ashamed of your healing. Don't be ashamed of your pain. Don't be ashamed of your drama. Somebody got space for it, and it'll help somebody. I hope our drama helped y'all today.
Right.
Okay? Yeah.
This what happens when you disappear for 3 months. Like,
Right.
girl, let me tell you.
Right.
Girl.
Right.
Yes.
They might assume that, you know, we talk often because, you know, you train me. I see you every week.
Exactly.
But we are conscious people and we don't spend our time. We show up intentionally with an intention to get things done.
But we haven't gone through anything like super personal.
we said we come to the couch
Exactly.
to let it out.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about.
Ew.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all again soon. This has been another episode of the Culture and Soul Podcast.
Bye.
Until next time.
Oh, I can't even wave. That shit hurt. Hold on. Bye.